Hello everybody, I'm here with Paul Ladendorf at Harmony Woods, and this is a brand new intentional community that is being created here in Alabama, right at the junction. About how far from Chattanooga?
20 minutes from the outskirts,
So
half an hour from downtown.
Kind of where Georgia and Alabama and Tennessee all meet. So I figured I'd just introduce Paul and let him talk about the project and what he's building here.
Okay. Thanks for doing this. I appreciate that. And visited a lot of intentional communities over the years, and there was never really one that, hit all of the priorities. And so I had built a homestead up in Indiana 12 years ago, and so I had enough experience to put something like this together as far as the infrastructure and all of that stuff, and developing the land. And I thought, yeah, this is definitely, and we need more communities,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's like, can never have enough intentional communities. And so I just decided to find land and start moving forward with putting together a community that really is focused on land stewardship and personal freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two primary values of the community. And it took a year and a half, and I found this 13 acres here that I really consider pretty ideal
Mm-hmm.
for a small community. And now we have finally got most of the infrastructure in, and
Power pools today.
got the power poles in today. We should have internet hopefully by the end of the week. Fiber internet, by the way,
The
for
good
those
stuff.
of you that that's important too. So yeah, so we're really ready to move forward now with getting some people out here.
So I'll talk a little bit about the site here. From a permaculture design perspective, it's a really cool site for a community, especially one that's not a huge acreage. I think it has so much potential for real self-sufficiency. There's two creeks actually on the site. One may be seasonal, but it's flowing really good right now, and then a larger creek that's year-round. A ton of kind of gently sloping growing space. You've got forest, you've got pasture areas, you've got lots of garden space, a lot of water on site. How much does that well produce again?
Around 30 gallons per minute.
So great well that's really going to meet the needs of a lot of people.
Just for to put that in perspective, the well would service probably 4 to 5 typical homes.
Mm-hmm. And a
like
pond
3-bedroom
on site as
homes.
well. Two ponds. One's not dug out, but it's small and may have a spring fed. We're still figuring out a lot about the property here. But what kind of structures are people interested in building here, and who? I know you've been kind of informally talking to a lot of folks.
Yeah. So a couple of really important things, and one thing that was an absolute top priority was having freedom to use the land how we want, and not to have a lot of red tape as far as construction, because we know how expensive it is to comply with all of that red tape. And so in Jackson County, as long as the land is not deeded with any restrictions, you don't need building permits, and the only inspection you even need is for a septic system out here. So that makes it super simple. You can build anything you want. You don't have to wait around for approval. And now most people that I've talked to, I've actually done surveys, they're interested in tiny houses or cabins or whatever you want to call them. Several people are interested in bringing RVs out here. So that's, and a few people wanting to build, more traditional houses, but I would say, probably 2 out of 3 are more interested in a tiny house situation. And probably a lot of people, they're probably going to start with a tiny house or an RV or something like that until they're comfortable enough to.
That's something we talk a lot about, is stair stepping. That's how the pioneers did it too. You can see the old homesteads, they'll have the old crumbling log cabin in the back and then the big farmhouse next to it. They didn't build them both at once.
Right.
And they probably lived in a dirt or a sod hut or you know, very primitive cabin first. If folks want to learn more about it or reach out to you, where would they go?
They can go to harmonywoods.net. That's our website. They can sign up on the email list. We have a sign up for that. And they can also find us on Facebook. I'm not sure about exactly what search terms to use to find us on Facebook. I think you could put...
I'd put the URL in the video,
okay.
so we'll go ahead and stick it there.
Cool. And or you can reach out to me directly at 219-670-6706. I really like to have phone conversations with people because it's just a lot better than text, and it helps me not to waste so much time online and all of that. So phone calls are definitely appreciated.
Cool. Well, that's Paul, everybody. This is Harmony Woods. Really cool site, really cool project. I'm really excited to watch this place develop and watch this community grow here. So thank you, Paul.
Yeah.
And we'll sign out, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Take care, guys.